which I gotta say was really cool.
Well,
It
to
was
be
really
fair,
cool, but
he didn't
definitely not good.
No.
He didn't actually hit Holoff.
Yeah, he did. He did like 150 damage.
But that wasn't Holoff.
Oh my god. The pedantic semantics.
You're all about those.
I know. By the way, I went ahead and kicked off old Stremo.
Okay, we're streaming now.
Yeah.
Terrific.
So, you guys left off in hell. There was a beautiful scene between a man and his bone devil. I'll just drop you off here because why not?
It was a very touching moment.
Mm-hmm. That's where we'll pick up.
And what did you name the Bone Devil?
Bone devil.
Clark?
I don't. Did he name it?
I feel like Clark's a good Bone Devil name.
Zeta, you might want to leave the devil name into the professionals.
Professional bone devil namers only.
My God.
Well, hang on. I've got a spare name. Don never used the name we picked for his horse. Just called it Horse. So we could call the Bone Devil the name that we saved for Don's horse.
Wasn't that Cupcake or something like that?
It was Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Biscuit the Bone Devil.
This is your new true name, Biscuit.
Bone Devil blushes. Cute.
Doshio.
Doshio.
But don't make the Bone Devil Doshio.
Make the Bone Devil Doshio.
Don't show.
Hmm.
In the near future, I'll be able to take Don to some of the other layers of hell so you can see where he almost wound up living in eternity. But for right now, we just have Erebus. While when KFC is done with his little bonding moment, I'd like to go back to Blippi's apartment and maybe we can start cleaning up some of these bodies, or at least toss them into hell.
Probably a good idea.
Just leave them right outside the door.
Yeah, somebody will take care of them eventually, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be picked up.
You said there was like lemures everywhere. Let's just toss them to the lemures.
I mean, the lemures are also being occupied. They're busy. With the torture.
Right, busy with the torture.
Everyone's having a great time.
Except for the lemures.
No, they're having a great time. Don't believe that fake news. Hell's a great place for everybody. Isn't that right, Francis?
Don, it's no fun for me if they're having a good time. They're lemures, Don. Know your place.
Damn. Shut down.
This is
Yeah.
very quickly getting weirdly fascist.
Yeah.
So
Ass.
I'm gonna go.
Just gonna go.
This is a side of KFC that I want to continue to remain oblivious to.
Like macaroni and cheese?
Have fun storming Agorian.
Just a quick question: where is Sable in all this?
I don't know.
Back on the boat with Leland.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if Sable would have been down to go to hell with Kill Switch in the game.
She would not be.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So is he about to pop everybody back into the boat?
After we clear out these bodies, yeah.
Okay. I guess you guys spent some time dragging the corpses of these long dead drow women a couple hundred yards through the ex-residence of Blippy.
While we take care of that, I've let Bloodring eat some more of the pewter mugs.
He probably hasn't finished a pewter mug yet. It does seem like it takes him
Okay.
quite a while to imbibe it.
Well then I'll just bring a bunch of the pewter mugs with me.
Okay.
And yeah, once we're done, I'll we will join hands, and I will arrange it specifically so that I'm not touching Francis in any way,
So-
shape, or form.
Before you leave, as you guys are dragging out the bodies, I'm sure Zeta leaves Blue Ring on a table with the pewter
Yes.
mug, and he's encased around this pewter mug.
Yeah.
But when you come back, he's encased around the pewter mug again, but there is a trail of like viscera where there once was a hand that was severed. It looks like he didn't move, but it's very obvious that he ate that hand and went back to the pewter mug.
Oh, you're a hungry little guy, aren't you?
You should save him one of the bodies.
We should save him. Well, the
One of the
bodies are.
bobbies.
Yeah, we
That
can.
thing is already getting too big.
We can save him one of the bodies.
Zeta, that thing is already getting too big.
Where are you gonna save the body?
And also,
know.
how are you going to keep that body from getting eaten by Evany?
I was gonna
Ooh,
say
we should bring
you-
one back for Ebony too.
Oh no, we shouldn't we?
Yeah. Be like, here, Ebony, brought this for you from hell. Brought you a souvenir.
I mean, where are you gonna put the body?
In the
On
box.
the boat. Oh, we
Right.
do have the box, don't we?
Okay. So you put the body in the mirror in the box.
Or we can just put the body in the box. We don't need the body in the mirror in the box.
I mean, the
Bodies
box-
don't need to breathe.
Box isn't terribly large. That's the reason you have to put people in the mirror to put them in the box.
D&D out of context.
All right.
So we'll put the bodies in the mirror and put the mirror in the box
Okay.
and put the box on Aubrey's person, and
Mhm.
everybody will gather hands and touch, and I'll cast plane shift, and I'll strike the tuning fork for the material plane.
Okay. So when you arrive back at the boat, the inside of the box, there's a liquidy noise coming from Aubrey's person.
Oh no! Did we break the
Yeah.
box?
No, it seems like the box has held up just fine, but the mirror has ejected its contents for moving.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and there wasn't enough space in the box. So,
They just liquefied.
yeah, a lot of it liquefied and has become it's just like a Play-Doh set basically, but terrible.
Drow. Like a chunky drow smoothie.
Yeah, that's what's coming out of the box all over into your person.
Viscera soup.
Go ahead and
I'll,
get that away.
I'll take off Blue Ring, and I'll place him without closing the lid or magicking the box. I'll just place him in the box
Mhm.
and see how he reacts to the pool of
So, when you open the box, being that most of the liquid,
pressurized content.
yeah, it's basically what would happen if you had compacted it in a trash compactor. It's a cube of bone and flesh, and when you put Blue Ring in his brass knuckle form onto the top of it,
He's a
He-
gauntlet now.
he transforms back into his natural state and begins to burrow into it.
Is he just gonna clap excitedly?
Kinda nasty, not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, don't put corpses into interdimensional spaces and then in a box that. Meh, don't do that.
I told you we should just put him in the box.
Okay. Sable,
We
you
didn't
see
have to
everybody
do it one
return.
piece.
It's probably been a few hours since they left. And of course, the moment they come back, Aubrey is covered in viscera.
Can I get a prestidigitation here, please, Zeta?
Ooh,
Ooh.
stop that.
Francis will step over, begin to press to digitize, but stop partway through and say, but you asked Zeta.
Give
So,
him Satan. Give him
you know,
Asmodee
Yes.
runes all over him.
You're Saint Francis.
whoa. All right, now you started insulting me. You take that back right now.
Your mother's a valuable member of society.
An unholy saint of despair.
Oh man, I really didn't
Okay.
prepare.
That's good enough.
Prestidigitation. I'm sorry.
The best cantrip doesn't bring it.
I'll go ahead and use it on him.
Okay.
What if
So
someone's
Aubrey,
now-
where do you put the box?
Zeta?
Wait, what?
Oh, you give it to Zeta?
Well, she took it to inspect the cube of meat.
Oh, I probably just would have left it on the deck and
Okay.
let Bludering do his thing.
Okay. So it doesn't take long. As soon as the box is unmonitored, Ebony slinks up to the box and begins trying to take bites out of this. Sort of like a dog eating out of a bowl when you haven't told the dog to go eat yet.
I see no problem with this.
Yeah,
Yes,
Don's
she's
gonna give her a
welcome
little
to it.
scratch on the back of the ear.
What's her move now?
She eats more fervently. She's pretty excited about the fact that you guys brought it back.
Any more moves?
She asks where it's from.
Hell.
She says hell must be a great place.
It is.
Yeah,
Erebus, more
Francis is-
specifically.
Francis is a little bit of biased here,
And
but it wasn't really that bad.
doesn't make hell not a great place. If you're not a Lemure.
I feel like that's an important stipulation.
Just don't be a Lemure. You know?
Just don't.
Just don't be a Lemure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're faithful enough, it shouldn't happen that way. Don.
I got nothing to say to you.
Just trying to help you.
I'll let you know when I need your help, Francis.
I feel like that's not going to be for a while.
It's probably not going to be for a while.
Yeah, like any combat, you're like, oh my god, can't hit anything. Please sing for us, Francis.
Well, Francis, helping me helps you, because if you don't help me, you probably end up dying. So,
I mean, I can stay in hell.
it's true. You can.
Zeta, why didn't you leave me in hell?
Why didn't we leave him in hell?
Me and old Boner Chan, we're doing fine.
I
Eat
mean,
your golden tongue.
What did you just call him?
The Bone Devil?
What did you just call it?
What did you call it? Look, I think we're getting lost in the weeds here. So, about this book, Zeta.
Yeah, about the book. So we should probably get into investigating that situation, because I feel like if the Queen wants the book and Olaf wants the book and House Thrun wants the book, then maybe we should have the book.
Yeah, why shouldn't we want the book?
I do agree with that.
Plus, Olaf is kind of holding my father and Don's mother hostage. So we need some leverage to kind of get out of that situation.
Yeah, that's right. We need to kidnap them.
What's our plan of attack exactly?
Well, we start with kidnapping the parents. We can bring them here to the boat. And then, you know, they probably won't like it, but it's better than Olaf having you know, control of them. Right?
I
Probably
mean,
true.
it's an option, but why don't we focus on that book?
Because we probably want to have the parents sooner. But okay, we can focus on the book. So here's what I'm thinking. The book is at the Thrun Manor, right?
Right.
Presumably.
So we go to Agorian and we get our resident Thrun into Thrun Manor. We send our resident Thrun in with a Hell Knight bodyguard to add legitimacy, and we have KFC here, maybe adopt some kind of disguise, and we slink him in too.
He
He
has
can act
to
as
not
a-
smell and reek of garbage.
Well, we can probably fix that, maybe. I'm sure there's a way.
Not a
And we
bad
have
idea.
so we have Francis run interference and chat with everybody, and that gives us an opportunity to kind of, you know, see what this Thrun Manor is about, see what's going on. The whole time you guys are in, I could go ahead and run a scrying spell on Sable, and we can watch you guys from nearby.
And you don't think they'll have ways to know that you're doing that?
I mean, maybe.
Because that gives us a good look.
Well, anyone could be scrying on anyone. It doesn't immediately mean Sable's
Anybody
about
could
to
be
betray them.
scrying. Yeah, particularly upon a Thrun. We might not even be affiliated. We could be assassins.
So the plan is to walk straight in and hope for the best.
Well, maybe not walk straight in.
Do a little zigzag.
Yeah, if we can maybe get some kind of meandering tour of the manor. A visiting Thrun trying to learn about her heritage, because her parents didn't tell her.
Well, Well, this also depends on them even knowing that I'm a throne, because I don't know how far that information has spread.
I'm sure they already know. How often does a throne return from being missing for 16 years?
It's worth a shot. It would be nice to have a contingency plan, though.
And yeah, besides, if we get Francis to kind of worm his way in, we could check out the manor, kind of get a good ideas about the lay, and maybe come back later.
We at least need to. Like, we don't know much more than it's a book. There could be thousands of books there. Doesn't need eyes on the correct book.
The best way to get eyes on something, right, is to go there and get eyes on it. Preferably 1d3 plus 13 eyes.
What was that, Cedar?
13.
What?
About 13 eyes.
What?
Don, what do you think of this plan?
I think it's terrible. That's the only
What's
plan
your-
we have.
What's your plan?
Oh, I don't have a plan. You think I'm smart enough to come up with a plan? Come on.
Yeah, neither am I.
Leave that to the wizards.
But Don, you know wizards have no sense of right and wrong.
It's true. They absolutely do not.
Oh,
But then again, neither do you. So,
No, I have a very good sense of wrong.
That right thing, though, it's a little tricky.
Yeah, not a fan of that part. But the wrong part, pretty good. I mean, bad. I mean, evil.
But yeah, contingency plans. What happens if this goes south? How do we extract the beam?
we probably
what-
die.
why would we die? What would happen if this goes south?
We get executed.
How are we getting executed?
If this goes south, we just go
Either
north.
It's touchy times. They might have a finger on the trigger already. Definitely have precaution on that front.
Look, they're not going to murder you guys in cold blood. A, you're not halflings. B, you're not tieflings. C,
And that's fair.
She makes a good point.
if something goes wrong, you guys run outside, I'll teleport in and teleport us away.
But nothing will go wrong, right?
Well, of course not.
Well then, let's begin the process of cleaning up Francis. This should take a day or two.
Aubrey, can you make us some kind of means of communication?
I did consider that, but the logistics just aren't there. It's pretty pricey. It'll take a while.
What about just two of them?
Out of character, we'd probably need to discuss that with DM. It'd technically be a custom magical item.
What?
He wants to put a message on a tattoo.
Yeah, essentially a message tattoo that will allow the two people with the tattoos to converse.
Is there actually an item with infinite message already?
No, that's why it'd be custom.
Okay, might have to table that for a minute. That
yeah.
probably should have been brought up sooner.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna cast Greater Scry. And I'm gonna cast it on Karina Monticello.
Blimp, 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 blimp. Okay. Of course. Like, I'm not gonna need these notes.
Well, I can do something else.
No, you're good. Okay. So I'm not even gonna roll for Karina because I don't actually. What's the DC?
You're looking for like 24, 27,
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna
something
do
like
that.
that.
So basically, what you see, if you watch long enough, it's not difficult to get at least a view of everybody. You would expect to see of the Monticello family. It looks like, from watching, they've somehow come into possession of a ship. Really wish I could find my thing here. The important part is Ezio seems, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not enthused about his current predicament, but he doesn't seem to mind either. Meanwhile, all the female Monticellos are having too much fun. Zanita specifically seems to have found a tricorn hat and is barking out nautical orders that are not entirely correct. As well as saying "R" a lot.
This is sounding extremely familiar.
I've got profession sailor, and R is totally. That's correct.
Are any of you guys getting some kind of like weird deja vu vibes?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all starting to
Meanwhile,
make sense now.
Karina is effectively sunbathing, though she's not, she's not splayed out across a towel or anything. She's just kind of sitting in a chair, watching her children be on a ship.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I suppose we can rest assured that they're doing okay for now. How did they get a boat? Why did they have a boat before me?
One thing about the boat that stands out is that it has a lot of Chelish insignias all over it.
I'm gonna point these out to Don and ask him what he thinks these mean.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna point these out to Don and I'm gonna ask him what he thinks these mean.
What point went out to me? I'm sorry.
Cheddar
flags.
sandwich.
Oh, the ones on the boat your family's on?
Yeah.
Don shrugs. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're slaves now? Really well treated slaves?
On the subject of slaves, Zeta's eyes are gonna light up and she's gonna shout, "We have to save them!"
What have I done?
And she's gonna
Whoa,
start
I mean-
grabbing people's hands and leading them together.
Hold on. They can't be slaves. They aren't tieflings.
Yeah, I don't think they're slaves either. They seem pretty well off on their own.
Yeah. Hold your horses. Can you detect
Can I
slave?
can I identify the symbols list?
Let's see a knowledge nobility.
I'm gonna produce the stone form of sugar lump and hold it.
Okay. Um, it's pretty good. You know that not only are these symbols Chilaxian in origin, there are also specific symbols that relate to the Inquisition.
Oh my god, he stole an Inquisitor ship.
Oh my god. She's on board an Inquisitor ship.
Yeah, do they seem to be alone on ship? On board?
It doesn't seem like anybody else is on this ship. The
So she
scry
looks pretty
lasts for a
relaxed.
long time.
Either you or a knock off the old block. Chip off the old block? I don't know how to saying.
Should we get them? I feel like them being on the Inquisitor vessel.
How far can you whisper?
How are they gonna enter any port?
To be fair, it doesn't look like they have full control of the ship, though they don't seem to mind.
Oh, okay, yeah, even more reason to probably collect them.
Yeah, it might be a wise idea.
Can I
We could at least
sense
wait
motive?
before we go
Sense
barging
motive?
in on there.
Yeah.
Maybe we should decide on just asking the Inquisition what's going on first.
From like her body language.
What are you
See
trying
if
to
It
she-
sense
doesn't
about
look
her
like there's any
motives?
Inquisitors on the boat.
To see if she looks like she's in any kind of danger.
Maybe Holov gave them.
Does she look relaxed?
Yeah, they all seem pretty relaxed, except for Zanita specifically, who is currently barking out orders.
They're doing fine, Sita.
Look, the last time we involved the Inquisitors in anything, they tried to kill us.
Yeah, and I'm sure Inquisitors love having random wizards and their friends teleport onto their ships.
Well, yeah, but we'll teleport right out. Like
That won't escalate
like
anything, I'm sure.
It's an in-out kind of deal. We're not staying. That would be stupid.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they'll totally take that into consideration that we don't plan to stay. I'm sure they'll totally take that into consideration.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Come on, gather hands.
I mean in a bad way, Sita.
You literally just agreed with me.
Wait, can you just send them a message, Zeta?
Yeah, but before we go, like, into an Inquisitor's nest
I mean, technically.
and stir it up,
Inquisitor's nest.
Francis,
Cheers,
you'd be
make
fine
us
with this.
nice.
You love Inquisitors.
right, I do like Inquisitors, but I can tell you that they're probably not going to be fond of random wizards teleporting on their ship and taking people away with no explanation.
I mean, why do we
They're
care
lawful
what the
boys.
Inquisitors want?
They're lawful boys. Just fill
Why
out
do
Let's
the
just come to a
paperwork.
decision quickly. I'm getting tired of this already.
All right, fine. I'm gonna cast message.
Okay.
I'm gonna say in a very quick manner. Hey, Mom and Zeta, is there any Inquisitors there? You guys safe? How's it going? By the way, we went to hell and it was okay, but also everything is fine. We beat the bad guy, but he's back. There's two of them, and yeah,
Tell her to talk out
message.
loud. You can hear.
right. How long can I have the message? It has to be one sentence.
You have a call from.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's duration.
It's 10 minutes per level.
Oh. Okay, cool. I have like 2 hours of message.
She responds with similar alacrity in her speech. I don't remember all the questions though.
Basically, the only important question was, are there any Inquisitors on board?
She says no in very much many more words. Basically, the way she says it is, they were taken away by the Inquisition along with some guy with a weird accent, and then some other guy showed up,
Hey,
killed everybody on the ship that wasn't the guy with the accent, and them took the guy with the accent and left.
they were with Radis.
Wait, they were with Radis?
They were with Radis, and then the dragon showed up and took Radis.
They were
Ask
with
her to-
Radis when Radis got kidnapped by Holof.
Wait, ask her to do an impression. We don't know if it was Radis.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to hey mom, can you do an impression of the accent?
She says no.
Damn.
Dang.
She
But
says
it's-
no.
I know, I'm serious.
Did you try to get Zanita on the call?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at Zeta or at Zanita and start whispering to her as well. Hit her up with a in ahoy and avast ye scallywags. Yeah.
She seems surprised. She looks around. She seems originally concerned when she hears other pirate talk, but then recognizes the voice, and then continues forward with nonsensical pirate lingo.
Zeta's also gonna wave at her despite full knowledge that she can't see.
The other thing is, anytime she's speaking with this terrible pirate impression, one of her hands has her index finger curled outward a little bit to be a hook.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna ask Zanita if she can do an impression of the man with the funny accent that was on the boat with them.
She tries, but it's
It's Boston accent.
she says she basically she tries, and it doesn't sound anything like Radis, but then she says she apologizes and says she's not good at doing accents. She tried, but also, if there's one thing you can like about the guy is he always knew where he was headed.
Radis.
Ober's gonna do a Radis impression. Wait, they can't see Radis.
No, they can't.
Ober never.
But Aubrey still does it.
Yeah, I still do it. I don't take it back.
So Zeta's having this whispered conversation, and then Aubrey's starts it.
Rootin' tootin'.
Rootin' tootin', pointin' shootin'.
That's him.
All right, I'm gonna gather. I'm gonna tell Karina that to look out. We're about to make our way on board, and that I have a better ship, a safer ship that they can stay on. And I'm gonna ask her like, did the Inquisitors leave behind any cargo or anything, any supplies?
She says they have a lot of food.
We're gonna steal it from them because we're pirates now.
Whoa.
Oh, you can't just treat family like SWAT-ins.
Zeta, maybe what we should do is sail to them and have them board the ship, manually, and then loot the ship.
Why?
So you can teleport all of your family and all of the stuff on the ship over to our ship?
I mean, I could do that anyways.
You do have a carry
Oh.
capacity for teleport.
Yeah, but we also have a fucking bag of holding.
That does make things easier.
Yeah. We also have a Leland.
Mhm.
Leland?
Whoa.
Zombie Leland approaches.
Brains.
So I guess who all are you taking to the?
I'm trying to do the math on how many I can take.
Yeah, because you have to take your family too.
Yeah.
Well, there's 4
Need 2
Monticellos,
troops.
not including Zeta.
Yeah, if you're just gonna hop over, you could just go.
Yeah, but then who's gonna load up all the cargo? The Monticellos?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay.
I guess you know him better than me.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them to belay that command, and that I'll pick them up tomorrow.
Yeah, Zanita bellows out to belay that command, and then literally no one knows what she's talking about. But they're kind of tuning her out at this point. Because she's been using like words like belay for the last God only knows how long.
Some unseen servant walks by, and the camera pans over to him, and he gives a shrug, and it's a living. Except nobody can see it because he's unseen.
Yeah,
And unheard.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't have enough teleports to do that today, so we'll put that off for tomorrow, and then we'll use Leland and load up the cargo.
Okay.
So
Want to wait a day and teleport over?
I guess that would make the most sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and wait a day.
Yeah. Any
Anybody have
objections?
anything else they want to do?
I mean, we could start up on our plan.
Which one?
The whole teleport a few people over to the to Agorian.
How many teleports are we gonna need for that day exactly? We gotta be sure we have enough for everything.
Gotta ration out your teleports now.
We don't want to teleport there and not have any way to get back.
I mean, we could put KFC over there and have him at least like track down a tavern or something that we could stay at.
Weasel his way in.
Yeah, just let him weasel his way in. KFC, you're pretty good at weaseling, right?
Getting in sometimes.
Look, I'm not gonna say I'm good, but you know, if I gotta.
Because we need Leland and Dawn to carry things.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that sometimes the best way to weasel is just to be really loud about it.
You are pretty loud.
You are pretty about it.
If that's the plan, I'd be loud and about it.
I don't see why not. So we could send you over to Agorian. You can start trying to find us a place to stay. We can recover the Monticellos and some cargo.
Yeah, I hear Agorian is great this time of apocalypse.
Yeah, it's probably true. We'll send Aubrey with you.
I suppose so.
So, before we start splitting everyone up, have we even checked on Agorian?
No.
Shouldn't we do that before we just teleport in?
I mean, probably. Oh, you mean me?
Sorry, Zeta. I got a cold and only more scry can cure it.
Okay, who do we know in Agorian?
I know actually that, yeah, I know that high priest that I did that stuff with. I don't know if he was a high priest, but he
Ew.
was a priest.
I don't like the way you phrased that. It made me uncomfortable.
What?
What? Okay, what's his name? I'm gonna start casting the scry. Actually, we're going to drop greater tele. Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna drop greater teleport, and we're gonna cast greater scrying. And Francis, drop his name. You're our boy. You got this.
Oh god. Furiously search his notes. What year did we do this in?
What year is it?
Let's see. Okay, that's Blippi. That's before that. Or was it? Do I remember his name?
I'm gonna go with no.
No. Wait, no, I found it. Eliphas. He's my contact in the Church of Edivian? Hold on.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Hold on. That doesn't sound right at all.
Who are you?
I did write down Nina, the haughty prostitute from Henji.
She's not an Agorian.
You really made sure to note all the important characters.
Oh my god.
Look, they could come up later.
Ooh. Wait. Where was Gorthiclek from?
He was the
Hell.
one that we made a deal with to get Don out of hell.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are all pit fiends from? Oh, Boston, of course.
No, it's Detroit.
Oh,
Oof.
true. What a fiend pit Detroit is.
Yikes.
Well, what name you shouting out here, bud?
Hold on. I'm working my way there.
He's working on it over here.
Watch, I'm digging through notes over here.
Alright, I'm gonna go with no. What's the save?
You let me down, KFC.
Hold on.
I'll be right back.
What's your intelligence modifier?
You're looking for a 25.
Okay. Okay.
Elephas was definitely in Agorian, though. I'm gonna call it Elephas. I don't know if it's the same person, but
Okay. He doesn't make it. What you see...
This poor dude's just like taking a dump somewhere, like minding his own business.
No. You currently see an afternoon mass with this particular priest off to one side, just saying a prayer. You can't really see most of the cathedral. Only see 10 feet. You can see a piece of a statue behind him. It's the only reason you even know he's in the cathedral, other than the sounds.
By piece of a statue, do you mean like a large obsidian effigy?
Something like that.
Oh,
So it's more like a large obsidian knee.
oh okay. It's that big.
Yeah, it's a pretty grandiose place.
That's a big statue. I asked Francis, is this the guy? Is this your contact?
yeah.
Back.
Yeah, that's him, guy. There he is, you.
Alright.
So he's just praying. He's having a good time. He's hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, he's just holding mass. So I'll go ahead and leave the this was Greater Scry, so I'll just leave the Scry window up for a while. We'll just have a TV playing afternoon mass
Great.
on the
You,
ship.
you just showed kill switch televangelism.
Yeah. I've introduced
This is the
Killswitch
greatest.
to
Yeah,
Truly
Frank's
the
gonna follow
most
along
lawful evil.
in the prayer, and suggest that Don does as well, lest he be like one of those lemures. Because I mean, look at him.
What do you mean by look at him? 'Cause I think I have the
Stops
wrong
there.
interpretation.
Stops there. Just look at him.
Okay. Eventually the mass comes to a close, and he kind of does his little religious salute to them. Close enough to peace be with you, but it's basically the opposite of that.
Some kind of arm outstretched or something.
No.
also with you.
But eventually he walks back to like it's similar to a confessional area. They still have confessional. It just has a different purpose.
Right, they're confessing sins, but like
They're
Not in a
in
good
no
way.
way looking to be absolved.
yeah. Yeah.
Can we at least get some fresh fish to eat while we watch? Because, God,
It's like,
it's like reality TV for Francis.
it's like the other person goes on the other side of the confessional. It's like, Father, I have sinned. Father's like, nice.
Nice.
Well done, my boy. My child.
Go on.
Made me proud.
Okay.
What was her name?
So, I assume you
Have
guys are
some
just
fish.
waiting for a quiet place so you can just jump him.
I'm waiting. I'm watching long enough to kind of get a kind of a rough idea as to the layout of the of this church.
Oh no, you're not gonna get a good layabout of this church 10 feet at a time. It's like trying to get the layabout of a campus.
Maybe good is a strong word here.
Okay.
just so I don't I don't teleport into like
A wall.
some pews or something.
Yeah. Okay. Because you don't actually need to. If you still have a greater teleport. Or
I
2.
don't.
Oh.
I only have a couple of those, and I just use them for scry.
Alright, what's the play?
Well, we now know a good spot that we can touch down in Igorian, maybe, involving one of KFC's boys, right?
See, ask him if we can, or is this not that one?
No, we can do that.
Say, ask him if it's cool if we join for mass.
I don't know if that's a great idea. I mean, I barely know the guy.
He's over there doing confessionals, just hears Tesla.
Does it sound like I'm on old time radio?
Good.
I mean, Francis.
Just wait for him to be walking through the street and be like, you should give that beggar a coin.
Right? What did that guy ever do to you?
Just to see this spends the rest of the campaign as this guy's conscious.
But yeah, we'll at least get a layout of the place.
Okay.
And I'm pretty much out of teleports now, so we will have to wait a day. But
Okay.
I don't think we're really doing a whole lot. I'm gonna craft a couple more feather token anchors, and I'll give them to Leland.
Aight. So the next day comes, and you guys are free to hatch your schemes.
Well, I guess if we've got the time, since it is a new day, I'll go ahead and scry on Karina again. We'll see Karina, and well, yeah, and I guess we need Leland.
Don could help you.
I guess we need Leland and Don.
Okay.
And so we'll gather Leland and Don, and I recovered Blood Ring from the box.
Oh, that box is so cleaned out by now.
Wonderful.
Blood Ring doesn't seem to be able to take forms of things right now.
It's okay. He's asleep.
He's like a plump silver gray marshmallow. I feel like he probably couldn't fit in the pewter mug.
I'll set him in the captain's quarters, and I'll place the mug down next to him.
Blood Ring notices the mug, and you don't even share a language with this thing, but you can tell it has the reaction of
That's right. That's how you feed pets when you're leaving for a while, right? You leave enough food for them to get by.
Yeah.
And you just leave it in a pile next to them, and they know how to ration it themselves.
Yeah. Because, like, obviously, the box of viscera did not last, but now, Blood Ring doesn't even want to look at a mug.
Unless you have a cat named Loki. He does not know how to ration.
We'll so we'll do that, and see if we can We have the. Oh, did the mirror shatter when they got ejected?
Yes.
Even though it was magically in the box.
It wasn't magically in the box. It was just in
It's
the
just
box.
in the box.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
damn.
believe we said it was a silver mirror.
Then it is dented to hell.
Do we have another
Fair.
mirror?
We do not. Can you mend this still mirror?
Maybe.
Do I have mending?
Can we make it whole?
You have make whole.
Nope.
No. So we cannot make whole. Huh. All right. Well, that
Well,
might
the
be.
important question is, does its magic still work?
Well, it was a spell, not the mirror itself.
Yeah, it was never a magic mirror.
Yes, we just need another mirror. Is there a mirror on board?
You know that there's a very large vanity mirror in the captain's quarters.
Hell yeah. We're gonna collect the vanity mirror from the captain's quarters.
You'll need one of the strong boys. Probably both of the strong boys.
All right, we'll get
Leland and
him.
Aubrey.
I guess we'll need Aubrey as well. Let's okay, yeah, let's 3, 4.
Why Aubrey when you've got Don?
Because I need Aubrey for the magical mirror spell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll bring Leland and Don, or Leland and Aubrey,
Okay.
and we're gonna go ahead and greater teleport to the. Well, we're gonna put another feather token anchor on the ship, and then we're gonna greater teleport to, to the Inquisitor vessel.
All right. When you guys get there on the deck of the ship, no one's topside currently. You would have known that pretty well in advance because when you scried on your mother, they were below deck getting breakfast ready. If you go down there, they're still mid-breakfast. They all seem very excited to see you. Zeta particularly. You think she might enjoy ships as much as she enjoys planting things.
Sounds about right.
Zanita's the only one who physically pops up and runs over. The rest continue eating breakfast, but are asking you a litany of questions. Yeah. The only real difference between the way they speak and the way that Pam speaks is it doesn't go up at infinitus. It never reaches that high pitch that you get from fluorescent bulbs before they explode.
That sounds about right. It's the Monticello way.
Except for
Ezio.
yeah, he's pretty. He's the most relaxed, if you can even call it that.
Yeah, he gets it from his dad.
We get it, Ezio. You have a dad. Had a dad.
What is he, some kind of brooding assassin?
No, I don't think Monticellos know how to brood.
No, it's not in our blood. No, Ezio's an astronomer.
Mm-hmm.
So we will go ahead and I guess have the Monticellos get into the mirror.
Okay, so you have Aubrey cast his mirror spell on the mirror.
I guess once we're ready, we'll go and we'll have Leland collect as much as he can carry.
It's a lot.
And Ober, you have the bag of holding, right?
I sure do.
We can load that up as well if we need to.
Jesus Christ.
How many people can...
It's literally
many
the
people can
maximum
teleport with
load
it?
of each fucking creature.
The tuning fork. Do you just use that with greater teleport? Or
No.
something?
No. What are you asking
Could
about?
we... How does the tuning fork work exactly?
Plane shift. I need to have a
Okay.
tuning fork that's attuned to the plane that I'm trying to plane shift to.
I got you. I was going to suggest teleporting us all to the demi plane to get to the ship quicker, but that doesn't really help much.
Oh, no, I can't do that. I mean, I can, but I run out of spells eventually.
Yeah,
Right.
Leland makes short
Okay.
work of the amount of supplies here. Like, between the extra capacity of the mirror and Leland's carrying capacity, you guys could easily jam most of the provisions into a single set of 2 crates. Leland could carry one of them.
Alright, I'm also going to search over the, I guess the captain's quarters and see if there's anything of particular interest in there with a little bit of a, detect magic, and I'll do a perception, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, you notice while you're in there, there's a door that seems to lead nowhere. And it does radiate magic.
The door does?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and open the door.
Inside the door, or on the other side of the door, there is a rather plain-looking jail cell.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Can we take the door?
Yeah, spellcraft. It seems like the door is affixed to the ship. Like it's a sort of like a you think it might be similar to how a lot of runic magic works, where if you try to move the rune and you scratch or damage it in any way, it's just ruined.
Damn. Okay. I'm guessing that this is probably where Radis was being held. And that's why we couldn't find him in an extraplanar prison. Okay, we'll go ahead and teleport back.
Okay. Simple enough. The moment you guys arrive on the ship, all of the Monticellos and the crate are jettisoned from the mirror.
Broke.
Did you do a... What's the D100?
Teleport.
Okay. Perfect.
Huzzah! Now we just need to collect the other families. Don sees Zeta come back, and all the Monticello family spills out. And he's just ever so excited.
Don is not excited at all about this.
I saw him smile a little bit.
Yeah, there was a smile.
There's a distinct squee from Zanita. And when you look to see, she's obviously spotted Ebony. And when Ebony, with a full belly from yesterday, spots Zanita, she just jumps off the ship.
Oh yeah, that's Ebony. That's our dragon.
Oh, they've met Ebony before.
Oh, that's right, they have.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give we'll give them the tour of the Skeleton, show them the all the fancy unseen crew.
Don is going to continue fishing during all this.
I would expect nothing less from him.
Here, I even give you a check. Fish.
It's surprising how much control Don has over the ability to just seemingly conjure fish from the ocean.
This is
You're-
literally like all he did back at home
You're
when he
you're
wasn't training.
you're almost convinced that he hooks fish and just leaves them there so that he can pull them up to make points.
I'd like to summon a dolphin onto his hook.
And another thing pulls fish out of water.
Yeah, do it. Summon the dolphin, you coward.
Do it. I will fucking pull that thing up. Give me a
Summon-
mighty challenge. Don is bored of
Finally,
these-
a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Don is tired of these waters. They offer him no challenge. The fish are weak.
Need to catch fiendish dolphin to get his rocks off now.
No, what he needs, what he wants, what he's gonna do is he's actually going to he's gonna catch a big fish, kill it, and then use it as bait for a bigger fish.
Oh no. Gonna need a bigger hook.
Don will turn to Zeta and hand her his fishing rod. Can you enlarge this?
Maybe?
I must see the greatest possible capture.
I'll cast enlarge person on. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. I don't think you're even human anymore.
I'm still human.
Oh, well, I don't. You're also large size, and you already have it on you. So I don't think I can do that.
Hey, question. Because I have it on me, isn't it a large fishing rod?
Yeah, I think it would be.
Have you ever put it down?
Technically.
Have I ever put it down?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's always been on this person.
No. I'm not gonna operate under the assumption that you've never let go of this fishing rod.
I mean, yeah, he's let go of it, but
Yeah.
like,
Well, when you
whenever
let go of it, it turned into a normal sized fishing rod.
when he picked it up, it didn't turn into a
Nope.
big one. I mean, he's under the effect of enlarged person at all times.
Yeah, I know. When you're under the effect of enlarged person, the moment you let go of something, it gets regular size. When you pick it up,
This is
it's
the
still
worst
regular
future.
size.
This is the
Big
worst
Don
timeline.
using little fishing pole.
Yeah, that's an image I want you all to have now.
Like a
That
little
this-
kid's fishing pole.
This giant is hunched over, just fishing, casting out a line, and just yanking shit out the water like it's nothing. He throws it in and immediately yanks it out and has a fish, and he looks so tired. He looks so just empty on the inside. What once has brought him joy is now just nothing.
It's ruined.
Found
Ruined
a
it.
way to brood about it.
Right?
He got too good at it. Motherfucker's got a plus 16 on fishing.
I'm sure at this point Leland has like a piece of plank that he's tied a rope to, and the rope's just dangling in the water.
Anyway, y'all continue y'all's thing while Don continues his melancholy.
There's not much else to continue. It's a meet and greet with the Monticellos. We catch up. We find out what happened with the Inquisitors. That, Olaf spared them because he thought that, funny enough, that the Monticellos were normies.
Yeah, he basically. So, what happens? Because I'm. Well, it depends. How do you? Are you just trying to drill him for information?
I mean, we're just kind of catching up, except it's
Yeah.
like at rapid speed Monticello style. So
Mhm.
like we cover a lot of topics very quick. In fact, often we're speaking about two different topics at the same time. We're just using parentheticals to kind of keep track of multiple different conversations.
Yeah. The gist that you get from them is that somebody showed up, killed everyone on board, in dramatic fashion. Like they describe it as one of the coolest things they've ever seen. With a man with 4 arms showed up. Uh, he had a shield in one arm, a sword in the other arm, and a longbow in the other two. And he was just obliterating everything topside and making sure that his killing blows also launched them overboard.
Oh, so Olaf was here.
And then he came out of the captain's quarters with the strange fellow, and then leaped over the edge, and then was carried away by a dragon that they were previously unaware of.
So Raditz is fucked. Let's just give up on him because he's with Olaf now, and he may as well be dead.
No,
No, I
Raditz
think
was
it's
our
fine.
friend.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Seemed to
Yeah.
me like you guys kind of hated him, actually.
No. He just hated spellcasting.
Didn't he become a wizard?
Yeah, he got better. Just don't tell him that you're casting over here.
Okay, but is he really important enough for us to risk our lives over?
Well, there's no risking of the life. We can go protect him. Save him even.
He seems fine. He's probably fine.
Donating them.
Jersey's like, Radis, it's 4 p.m. All your characters
So,
have.
Why is it only my characters?
I don't know. I just realized all your characters have daddy issues and women issues.
Raditz doesn't have women issues.
Does now.
And Zaflon didn't really have women issues.
He had woman
He had a
issues.
couple. He had a
No, that's
couple of
true. Yeah, he had a
issues.
few. Remember that one that
Yeah,
was a skeleton in Tark's closet?
Yeah, remember the skeleton one? There was also the one that you brought to the orgy and then left.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Orgy breaks out and he's like, "Let me bring her home and I'm gonna put her in bed and leave."
Look, there were goblins in that orgy.
Goblin.
Look, all I'm saying is like first session, Zaflon was like, "Yo,
I'm here for the orgies.
I'm here for the orgies." And then the first opportunity he had that there was a legitimate
There was a goblin in
orgy.
there, man. That's unsanitary.
Sure, it was nobility. It was
Since
it was
when are
Chiliac
orgies
nobility.
sanitary?
Yeah,
Bro,
but
when the
with
lights are out,
Philip-
you can't tell.
I can feel the leathery skin.
Alright,
Oh, you're one to talk.
right. Mr. My skin's made of iron.
But yeah, we'll catch up with the Monticellos
Mhm.
and let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, we can drop We can drop KFC off, and we can go to Agorian.
Okay.
We should
You guys want to go to Agorian?
we should scry on Radis at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, honey.
Yes, honey.
That's when you find out that 4 p.m. is just dinner time.
Yeah, for the flattener.
I mean, I could do it. I can scry on Radis right now.
Do it, you won't.
All right, I cast Greeter Scry on Radis.
It's not 4 p.m.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. What time is it now?
It's still like noon,
Oh, okay. All right, give it like 4 hours.
right?
Let's get the show on the road in the meantime.
Stop
'cause
what
we
we're
wanna-
doing. We're in the middle of fucking like sneaking into the castle. Zeta's like, oh shit, it's 4 p.m. All right, we gotta scry on Radis.
Middle of a
Whatever
huge,
fight we're in just stops. Everyone's
huge
like,
war
oh, I gotta see
zone.
this.
It's like, wait a minute.
Holographic image of Radis appears in the middle of the combat. the green dragon walks over to Radis. Radis, honey, it's 4 p.m.
We all stop mid-fight, and Kolov's like, wait, is it 4?
Olaf looks around nervously. I got places to be.
Bone Devil takes a quick hiatus.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
A surprising number of people suddenly just leave the battle, and everyone's just like,
Oh shit! It's 4 p.m.
God damn it. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Good thing nobody's watching this, because they would have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Or worse, they would.
I said we get the we should get
Bunch
the
of
plans.
Swatians.
Bunch of Swatians.
Well, let's get KFC,
Fuck.
Sable, and Don,
Mhm.
and we're gonna gather them up, and let's go ahead and teleport to the temple in Igorian.
Oh, I
Greater
didn't.
teleport, by the way.
Yeah,
I
okay.
AFK for a sec.
I guess I don't have. I don't have. Nope. Nope. I don't have music for this, so okay. Thought I did, but I don't. Really, I don't.
Just type the first thing that comes into your head into the jukebox.
No, the jukebox is terrible. It's so
Jackie
bad.
Chips.
Jesus
Just do
Christ.
it. I need the like 24-bit two-tone music.
Right? Yeah, I used to have music.
Yeah, definitely not anymore.
This is where I would put my D&D town music. If I had any.
One. Yep. Rip my whole music library.
Yeah. Nope. This is just what we got, so. Okay, but you guys show up. You said in the cathedral?
No, like outside of the cathedral. Like we're near the front steps almost.
Okay.
So that like we could like look at the cathedral, right?
Mhm.
Like, oh hey, that's a cathedral.
Yeah, you guys land in the like a town square situation with the cathedral on one end.
Is it dark here?
No. I mean, yeah, but yeah. Thought you were asking what time it was.
Nah,
Oh,
the
no.
actual.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's the cloud cover is thick.
Well,
What's our move?
what a day. What a couple of days.
Wait, I'm not here, am I?
I could bring you here. I
Sure.
I was really just gonna bring Sable, Dawn, and Killswitch, and then let them do reconnaissance here in the town, because Sable's a Thrune, Killswitch
Yeah, that's
has
fine.
charisma, and Dawn is a Hell Knight, and thus offers our whole charade legitimacy.
Indeed.
It's not a shopping trip, Aubrey.
Hey, I was just gonna meet Duncan here for a few things.
But yeah, what's it look like? What's the atmosphere? What do we see? What are our what's Agorian looking like? Is it on fire? Is there undead everywhere? Is that the reason they were having mass? Because like everybody's dying.
Seems pretty business as usual in the middle of in the middle of Thrune Square here. I think I'm joking. That's actually what the square's called. Yep. You know, it's
Look,
pretty
there's
much like any
one
city's
thing, all right?
plaza.
And it's the name.
And there are statues of military heroes and prominent members of the House Thrune. There's a bunch of large, not a bunch. There's 3 large spires up on a pedestal, basically, or like a platform. A new addition. There are gallows.
Anyone attached?
Yes, they look like they're about ready to be changed out.
Ooh, gotta stay and watch that.
Well, sadly, it looks like changing out was not very well thought out, because there's some resistance in those to be changed out. So they kind of just left them there.
Where I'm from, we just hike.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll teleport back.
Okay. So you go back to the boat
Yeah.
and leave them here.
And well, yeah. And I'm gonna set up a greater scry on Sable.
Okay. So, Agorian gang, what's your play? Now that Mom's dropped you off at soccer practice.
I guess we should go find the library.
Do we know the book to be in the library?
It's a
We
book,
think-
and it's a
I think the
library.
book's in Thrune Manor specifically.
That's true, Thrune Manor. So we need to find Thrune Manor.
Just ask around. Do you know anything about the books?
Yeah, that's not going to accomplish anything except waste our time.
Perhaps Sable and gang can just roll into the tavern. The bastard Thrune child coming to help her family with whatever's going on.
I still don't know
Yeah.
how far that's spread. I don't know if it's spread to the people. I don't know what the deal with that is, and I don't know if it would be believed by the people.
Well, I mean, like, you don't have to do that part. That's KFC.
No.
Let KFC do that part. You just be an aloof noble.
Okay. Aubrey, I like your plan. Let's go to a tavern and sing about my nobility.
I'll go ahead and I'm gonna set up a page-bound epiphany, and I'm looking for like maps of Igorian. And
Can it look for images?
not really. I guess I'd be looking for like an atlas or like
Yeah, but it's just gonna get text, isn't it?
yeah, but it's at least gonna kind of tell me about the place. Maybe I won't know the exact layout, but
Okay.
maybe I'll know where some things are. And then I'm gonna cast message so I can basically
Sure.
whisper to everybody like where they need to go.
I guess do knowledge geography with the bonus. Yeah. So where are you trying to? What are you trying to find?
Well, we do need to find where the Thrune Manor is.
Okay.
But we should probably find some place to operate locally first. So maybe like a tavern or something, like Obi was suggesting.
So
What I'd like to do
I have to
is
meta question. Why are you looking for Thrune Manor?
because I may or may not erroneously believe that the book is in the Thrune Manor.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'm back.
If
You
it's,
lost?
Fell
if it's,
asleep too.
No, I went to the bathroom.
Oh,
if it's
Uh,
true or not, I don't know.
I
But
think
I'm
anyone would
assuming
think it's a reasonable plan.
because I'm assuming that the Thrune Manor is where the Thrunes would be, and it's probably the Imperial Cap. It's where the it's where the
It's the
Thrunes would be.
seat, the
yeah.
seat of the throne.
I was gonna say from the text you read with a 35, you learn that the Thrune Manor, it's misnamed for sure because Thrune Manor is actually more of a. It's basically a residential area, but it's like condos basically, but for nobility. And most of the extended family of the Thrunes has, a floor or a wing that they call their own. But the main ruling family does not stay there. They stay at the Imperial Palace.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I remember there being a castle. I just couldn't remember if it was the
Mm-hmm.
Thrune Manor or what.
In fact, it takes a little while. I think it takes 10 minutes to cast that spell to get your full bonus.
yeah.
Like
So
they're probably 10 minutes into looking for a bar when you let them know that they need to go back to the city square because the Imperial Palace is literally right there.
Well, we don't want to go to the palace yet.
Yeah, we want to like spread some waves first.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna direct them to what was it? Hellhound Hill. See if they can find some kind of tavern or something over there.
Okay.
Where is Old Igorian? Would that be like on the other side of the river, maybe?
One sec here. Blah, blah, blah. Old Agorian is actually on the eastern side
So we're talking about like Briar Patch, Southgate.
Yeah, pretty much all the places closer to the ports. Old Agorian is a lot more tourist friendly.
Okay, so Old Agorian would be okay. Okay, I see. East is down. So Sorrowgate.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Northern side. I didn't realize that it was fucking weird. I didn't realize we hate normal cardinal directions.
But so
This
the
way.
place is called shit like Bilgetown and Sorrowside and Trick
Yeah,
Alley.
Riverside. All of this is Old
Whip
Agorian.
Crack.
And all of this would be New Agorian. It's just the natural way that towns expand. You start by the
Yeah.
water, go that way.
So I guess I'll direct them towards Hellhound Hill and Aspects Garden.
Okay. As they head that way, the buildings become more and more imposing and jagged. Made of, if not made of entirely, at least outlined in black marble that has red veins running through it. The Asmodean symbols become more and more prominent the closer you get.
This place is pretty metal.
Oh, it's incredibly metal. There's people literally being whipped through the streets carrying goods.
So,
There are points when you see people. There's at least one Aranyas dressed as a maid being ordered through a street.
oh yeah, Francis is all about this.
Francis is in hell right now.
No, better, because you guys didn't really let us. You're like, ooh, Igorian's too spooky. Francis is eating it up. It's like vacation, second vacation.
They already had vacation. Yeah, but what about second vacation?
We have
But does
vacation.
Francis get a bonus to his singing for being here?
But you guys are looking for a tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't find any taverns, but you would find a drinking establishment. It's much more orderly. You don't think a tavern in the traditional sense would fly in this part of town.
So,
When you're brought
it's
in,
just-
they ask how many, and they walk you to your seat.
Ooh.
You have to actually order, it's basically a restaurant, but you can order drinks here.
This place sounds terrible.
Are they like really nice cocktails?
The menu seems like the cocktails are going to be very. Sound good. For the price, they better be.
Francis is gonna order one zombie apocalypse.
There's not that.
But that's currently ongoing.
Right? Just go outside. You can have as much of that as you want.
Well,
Okay, then what's on the menu?
Zombie apocalypse. That's absinthe with tequila.
Okay, there you go. I was waiting for someone to come up with a mixologist drink for it.
Since we found a restaurant, do you mind if we take like a 10-minute break?
Sure.
Thank you. I need to wake myself the hell up. So I'll be right back.
Hmm.
Guys, I'm Oracle.
Pirate Oracle.
I'm Pirate Oracle. I can just look up information and relay it via Scry.
Guys, I don't have to go anywhere ever again.
I don't have to go anywhere ever again. I can support you guys from 20,000 miles away.
As soon as you can start talking to me from hell while I'm in hell and wherever you are on a boat, then you've
Are
made
you
it.
literally on a different plane right now?
Are we? No.
You
Okay.
coming
They
up.
All right,
allow that.
fucker. So, the names of the drinks they have. They have
Did you really look up the drinks?
yeah.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah. They have the they've got the Stormy Death Punch. They've got Barm Brack. They've got Mother's Ruin. Dark and Stormy. Blood and Sand.
Let me get a Cartho click.
Blood Bellini. And Bloodiest Mary. Oh, and Cold Blood.
Did that soul drink have a name?
Yeah, it was somebody's soul probably. So it probably had a name at one point.
It was.
The name of the
Yeah, it
drink
was
was
Brad.
was the soul you drank.
Yeah.
Great,
Jim,
great job, Aubrey. Way to go. You drank Marshall.
right?
No, not Marshall.
So zombie apocalypse would be a dark and stormy mixed with the blood and the sand.
Sounds terrible. They don't
I
do
imagine they're-
special requests. You'll order what's on the menu, you'll get out.
I mean,
They
I
don't-
guess that.
They
that
don't
is-
take any. They don't allow any of your chaos energy here.
Wait,
Damn, KFC. They're
where'd
gonna
you get
take
that
me
accent
over.
from?
We don't take kindly to people who order special drinks around here.
No, your accent. It sounds familiar. Where are you from?
What is a daiquiri?
Wow, way to tell everybody where we're from.
That's okay. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. We're not the only state, in the country that allows drive-through daiquiri places.
I think we are.
I saw a
think we
video of
are.
someone
No.
making a
No, no.
daiquiri the other day, and it was just like liquid. I was like, "That is that actually? Is there something that's a daiquiri that I don't automatically assume is a daiquiri? Are they not always frozen drinks?"
It's kind of like going to New York for Cajun food.
Yeah, don't
It's
do
just
that.
Chinese food.
It's just Chinese.
Yeah, there's a-
Actual experience.
There's a decent gumbo place near my workplace.
Do they also sell kimchi?
They're in the place that sells kimchi.
See? Yeah.
There's like in the train station here. There's this like food court, and there's this Indian restaurant next to this Popeyes, and there's just no wall between them. The workers just go back and forth,
Jesus Christ.
like tending to both
I'll be
stores.
right back.
Fantastic.
No
Have you ever
custom
been in-
orders. It's crazy. I
The
need a number
Madlands.
4 with curry.
Shit, that could be amazing. You'd have to know someone on the inside.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah. So, in Amarillo was amazing because it was halfway built through a dry county, and the other half, the other half of the city was not a dry county. So, you could go to like a Walmart and there'd be no alcohol. Then you'd cross the street and there would be an alcohol store. So it was illegal to
do
have
it like-
alcohol across the street.
Could they do it in like the same store if it was on the line though? Is there something preventing that?
Oh yeah, were we taking a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Yeah. BRB.
And then he never came back.
And he never came back.
No, I wouldn't want to do that one. You know, I wouldn't want to be a little bitch about it.
You going out for milk?
Yeah. No cigarettes.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it. I'll be back. It's just cigarettes.
All right, everybody back?
No, I just went out for milk
God
and
damn it.
cigarettes.
So did you or Chris get sent home?
I did.
Me too.
He has to do the checks.
Oh,
the
that's
physical
right.
Checks. Right. So he's stuck there, which kind of sucks because, like, man,
Loser.
I don't know. I like The Office. It's all right.
Hmm.
There's free coffee everywhere.
There's also a good chance people will have something catered.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking
Free
about
food.
that. Like, my office is empty, so I could just be as safe there.
Exactly. It's perhaps the safest place.
Yeah, if you just go where nobody is. Well, if nobody's at work. All the sick people are at home right now. That's the worst place to be.
Right.
See, they're looking for soldier guys. You guys are idiots. Nobody's looking for a clown.
Do you still have to go in because you're on the 6th? Or
Mm-mm.
you can do that from home?
Why would I not be able to do that from home? You and CJ are the only two people I've ever heard not understand that immediately.
It's for watching cameras.
What?
Yeah, like that's one of the things. If anyone suspicious shows up in the morning.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna go out and stop them.
No.
You could shatter the
you
glass. I'm not doing shit.
No. Obviously, no. You call 911.
Why would I do that? If they shatter the glass, the alarms are going off.
And or if they're just in the parking lot, you call JSM security.
No.
Being suspicious.
No.
And then you go out and stop them.
Yeah. Then I go out, stab them.
And you
Just cough on them.
Mm-hmm.
you ask them politely yet firmly to leave. Just pretend they're swatting.
Oh no. Go knock on their car door. They roll it down. They roll down the window. You're like, all right, you know the deal. Give me all your shit.
Give me all your cattle.
Have you watched Vinland Saga yet?
Nope.
You need to. It's a Norse anime.
Where is it? Where do I get it?
Probably
It's on
stupid and
YouTube.
weeb.
No, it's incredible. I'm convinced that anime is the best way to learn about history. Because it's literally just history. It's actual Norse history.
With anime effects and Super Saiyans and
There's-
Kamehamehas.
No, there's no Super Saiyans, but there is this one guy called Thorkin the Tall.
Thorkin the Tall.
Mm-hmm.
Does not sound like a guy we want to mess with.
He's not. He's just a tall Norseman who dual-wielded axes and gave no shits about anybody.
I'll bet Don could beat him up.
I don't know. I'm sure somebody's gonna make a D&D stat block for him.
We've
Yeah,
got
you're gonna
Don the
have to
Tall. Or I guess Don the Large.
But yeah, it's just a really good anime.
Which anime is this?
Vinland Saga.
Oh yeah, that one's on my list. I haven't started it yet.
Gotta
though.
watch it. Watch it. It's incredible. You
I
start
saw
off.
the trailer for it. It looks terrific.
It's really, really good. You start watching it and you're like, well, this guy's the main character. And then you're like, nope. This guy's the main character. Not really. This guy's the main character. Guess not. But you're not sad about it at any point, because you're like, these are all really well written characters. And the combat's not unbelievable.
And then one of them turns out to be half demon, and then the combat gets
Nope.
Anime and
It's a historical anime.
Wait till
where's
season
the harem
2.
though?
One of the Nords.
They gotta have a harem. It's anime, right?
Yeah, one of the Nords. Except instead of it being sweet,
said it was
sadistic,
historical,
blah blah blah,
so-
it's, you know.
if it's historical, then you know there's a harem.
It's literally how I learned Vikings bathe on Saturday.
So, just curious where they got their sources.
Yes, mate.
Well, apparently the English killed all the Danes in England because they attacked on a Saturday when the Vikings were all bathing. They all bathed in the river, naked, together. It's really gay.
Oh man.
Like, super gay.
Yeah, that sounds like Norse.
I mean, you ever
Is
heard
it
of
bathing or is it quote bathing?
I don't know. They said
Ever
bathing
heard
in
of
the
a place
anime.
called Sparta?
They were super gay.
Oh man,
They were so
they're
gay.
so gay.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Greece?
Oh yeah,
How about Rome?
oh yeah. They
Mhm.
were those people were all about the free love.
Mm. You know why olive oil became a thing?
Covered
Right.
themselves in it during the Olympics while they fought.
Nope.
They
The
did
whole
that,
the
though.
whole reason olives became such a huge thing is for the olive oil. Because some people can't make their own lubrication.
That makes sense because olives on their own.
It makes sense because you're being eaten by a train.
It's funny.
Yeah, why are you being eaten by a train?
I'm just a duck. My dick.
You what?
Is it 4 p.m.
Is it-
already?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it 4 p.m. over there?
Yes.
Yes.
His internet's being flattened.
Yes.
The weak yes.
Oh man,
Somebody-
it's only
somebody
because he's out of
Photoshop.
olive.
Yeah. Somebody photoshopped lewd eyes on a picture of Dustin.
Please
Oh,
don't.
gee. Send me the Radis token. I have work to do.
Are we still missing Elichus and or Thomas?
I mean, I'm here.
A Thomas. A Tom.
I'm kind of checked out, but I'm here.
He's already checked out.
Yeah. Are we getting him back?
You should. You just said 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I know how those go. See if we got anybody watching. Nope.
Good.
Heck,
We just
sorry about
finished
that.
the gay conversation.
Yep.
Demonetized.
Gotta get monetized first.
You missed it. You missed it, Thomas. It was 4 p.m. over at Dustin's place.
Oh wow.
So,
Yes.
yes. So you guys, you're in your nice little drinking establishment. The nice little menus. There's a You know, nice atmosphere in here. Lots of dull reds. So you're in a room.
Sable looks to KFC and tells him, Francis, I don't think this is the right place to start singing.
Francis, keeping quiet, tending his own drink, is gonna nod his head, says, excellent idea. Start singing.
Sable face palms.
I don't know what you were expecting out of that.
Oh God, Ober's there too, isn't he?
Yep.
No,
Where's Big Don sitting?
No, I didn't.
wait,
Not
Ober's
really
not there?
sitting so much as I am looming. They probably think I'm a slave.
Oh yeah. Oof. Yeah.
Oh no, there's no. I told Aubrey it wasn't a shopping trip, and
Oh, he didn't go. Okay.
Then again, I am a Hell Knight, so they probably don't think I'm a slave.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they know
Actually-
you're a Hell Knight.
Kind of the whole point you're here is because you're a Hell Knight.
Hold on, but before they finish setting us, like right as they show us the table, I'm gonna demand a better table because they should not disrespect a throne and a Hell Knight and people of our stature.
Yeah, okay. Give me a diplomacy.
And try and basically pull rank.
It's good that pulling ranks now a diplomacy and not a bluff.
Oh no, a 35.
Yeah, no, he stammers and shows you to a table closer to the stage where there's there's like 3 or 4 string instruments being played with a conductor. It's very soothing.
I'll nod and say, You'll show us to our table now.
Don will tell the gentleman, pay no attention to the minstrel. He's just trying to take advantage of his current company.
I'm gonna turn to Sable and wink at her.
Sable just covers her face with her palm and tells Francis, just don't get us in trouble.
Oh, he'll get himself in trouble. He won't get us in trouble. Don't worry.
Alright, we'll walk the naysayers to the table.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
You're gonna what?
Ooh, what to order? Dark and stormy sounds great. I'm gonna order one of those.
Okay. So when you get it, it's like an amber color that's darker near the bottom. It seems simple enough. It's basically some sort of rum mixed with a ginger beer. But you could tell it gets its name from the coloration and the kind of the hue of the drink. It looks like what you would imagine a storm would look like in the afternoon on the high seas.
Mm-hmm.
It's got lots of oranges and reds, and it's very cloudy.
Sable will order a light cocktail drink and the chef's special.
Okay. Something light.
Would she like the Bloodiest Mary?
When in Egorian,
No, if you're wanting something light, the waiter is gonna recommend Mother's Ruin,
Sable will take it.
Okay. When he comes back with it, it's similar to a mimosa, except there's obviously some sort of clear liquor that's been added as well as a champagne. It's pretty fruity and nice, and it's served in a very clear glass, which um, is nice. But it also has a like a corkscrew citrus fruit that's been put in the glass.
Yum.
As far as the special that they have, they don't really have food in the classic sense. Um, they got spaghetti.
Sable will take it. Javon likes pasta.
Flan likes lasagna.
But he hates moon days.
He does hate moon days.
I mean, really, can you blame him though?
It kind of sucks.
Is Don getting anything?
No.
Okay.
He filled up on fish.
See what happens whenever you fill.
I mean, my fish were pretty good.
They still bring Don a drink.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What'd they bring me?
Yeah.
It is. What would they bring you?
Water.
No ice.
Club soda.
No. You seem like, you know, it doesn't suit you at all. But they bring you it's basically in a martini glass, and they let you know that it's the blood and sand. And just like Killswitch's drink, it seems like it's named after its appearance, because it looks like, from its coloration, it's a dark red orange that goes down into a yellow color near the bottom of the glass, as if the glass was filled with sand, and then blood was poured on it. It's faintly smoky. You can tell it's made with some sort of scotch, but it seems like they've taken some kind of fruit juice and muddled it at the top.
Don shrugs and grips it between his thumb and his index finger with his pinky out, carefully making sure not to break the martini glass he's been given with his large hands, and takes a very ginger sip out of it.
It's fruitier than you expected, considering
Don
there's not
downs
much.
the drink instantaneously.
Okay, there's definitely a burn since the majority of the drink is scotch. But it's incredibly smooth for scotch.
Don gives a thumbs up to the bartender.
The bartender critically fails.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. At the apex of his drink.
That's a goodie. Oldie but a goodie.
Is there anyone important looking at a nearby table?
This building seems like it's got a higher concentration of important people than most other buildings you've been in. Ever. Like there are, Don's probably not the only Hell Knight in the room.
Okay. Is it a lot of Hell Knights? Is it?
It's not a lot of Hell
government
Knights.
people?
It looks like a lot of government bureaucracy.
How unfortunate.
Okay. Our booth, is it nearby anyone else's?
Do I see any pikesmen in the room?
No, there are no pikesmen. But in the room you do see. There's not. I mean, there's other tables nearby, but all the tables seem to keep to themselves. There's a low murmur across the room as general conversation is held. It's meant to be a pretty relaxing affair.
Wonder if I whisper to Zeta. Say, Zeta, can you hear me?
Check, check. 1, 2.
Yeah,
Tap
I'll
my
whisper
drink.
back.
Zeta?
Yeah.
Zeta?
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, Zeta. I'm gonna look around the room and say, see anyone important here?
She can only
No.
see 10 feet out.
10 feet? You can probably reach the other table from 10 feet. Say, Sable, why don't you go introduce yourself?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe we could purchase a drink for another table if we see any Thrune-looking people.
Or we could ask the waiter if there's any other Thrones here today.
I think
Yes.
if there was a Thrune here, we would know.
That too. Why don't you ask if you can get up on stage and, I guess, sing about me?
I'm gonna wait for the waiter to come back.
He comes back, noticing the only drink empty is Don's with another of the same blood and sand.
Don will thank him and say, no more after this. Thank you, though.
He seems, when you begin to speak back to him, he flinches.
Oh, chill out. I was just thanking you, man.
What he meant to say was, tell me, how are the Thrunes around here?
No,
They
Francis,
well
don't put
received.
words in my mouth. What I was saying is, thanks for your service. You should be appreciated around here. Why'd you flinch? I'm not gonna hit you.
Have you guys seen those gifs of like abandoned animals being pet for the first time in their lives?
Yeah.
That's basically the expression this guy has on his face when Don compliments him.
His proverbial tail between his legs.
Look,
Yeah.
I get it. People around here may be shitty, but I'm not shitty. So, you don't have to act that way around me. And, tell Francis to fuck off and eat a dick. He's shit.
Now he just seems incredibly conflicted because he's been told to do something that he can't do.
I'm gonna look at you and say, you were the monster all along, weren't you?
And Don's gonna put a large hand on the waiter's shoulder and say, if anyone gives you shit, just tell them that I backed you on it. And you can send them my way. Slumps back in his chair. God damn, people working hard in here deserve to be treated with some damn respect.
He
We all
was.
thought Francis was going to do public order, but it's actually Don.
I'm here to keep public order. Thank you very much. People should be treated with respect in the service industry.
Sable agrees.
The nobles around you start kind of eyeballing this guy as
Yeah.
he talks about respect for lowborns.
Slightly Slightly louder murmurs from the close tables.
And Don just laughs. Your tax dollars at work. Got something to say,
guys-
Francis?
You really don't know how to fit in, do you?
Am I ruining your little vacation?
No, look at you. Of course you don't know how to fit in.
Yeah, maybe that's because you turned me into a monster.
Whoa, whoa. Let's be honest here. You were a monster from the beginning.
Don's gonna stand up out of his chair and loom over Francis. How about you repeat that?
Come on, guys. We're here on a mission.
No. Let him speak his piece. I think it's about time, don't you think?
You hear somebody heckle from
really?
the back, says down in front.
Frank's gonna quietly take a sip of his drink and then set it down casually and say, "Look, you made a deal with Moloch, didn't you?
Zeta's gonna
Became a
whisper to
monster well
Don,
before I did anything."
and Zeta's gonna say, "You did backdrop a dragon."
I made a deal with Moloch to save people. You took advantage of my idiocy and weakness in a moment to turn me into this. You think I like being like this, Francis? I can't even take my armor off anymore.
You know, there's a way to
Dude, let me guess.
probably fix that.
Make another deal, because that's your answer to everything, Francis. Make a
Hold
deal.
on.
Make
Hold
another
on.
deal. Oh, you don't like the result of that deal? Well, you might as well just make another deal in that case.
The waiter has cleared the area.
First off,
Don's gonna put his hand up and he's gonna pinch his brow and he say,
this is
I'm
a
sorry.
polite establishment, Don.
I'm sorry, Francis. I'm sorry. It's been grating on me for a while, and I guess I had to let it out.
You want to
I
make
don't
a
think we're
deal
gonna
about?
let you have any more alcohol, buddy.
Does a 16 hit
No,
your
no.
flat-footed touchdown?
My flat-footed?
Mhm.
Something's pinging off of me.
Yeah, there's a small copper mug plinks off of your back as another person calls out, "Oi, down in front!" And then there's clamors from other tables. General rabble.
Don's gonna look towards the direction of where the mug came, and he's gonna tromp on over to the table.
Give me a perception check to figure out which table it came from.
Okay.
Hint: it's the one without the mug.
Hold on. Nope. You think you have a good idea as to which one it was.
Don's gonna tromp up and loom over the suspect.
The table you tromp over to has one rather finely dressed individual who immediately tries to put on a strong face, as well as a rather bulky, well-armored individual, and a masked, robed individual.
Don's going to put a hand up and motion towards the waiter to come over.
The waiter stands a good 10 feet away from you.
Could you get this man a drink, please? He seems to have dropped his.
He kind of scurries off. Looking at the table, the noble of some sort has a and obviously he has a blood and sand that he's been sipping on for long enough that he's now towards the sand section of it, whereas the the masked robed individual has one of the fruitier drinks, but it doesn't have any ice in it anymore because it's likely just been sitting on the table for the entire time he's been sitting. And then the well-armored individual is the only one who's missing a drink. And as you stand in silence for about a minute or two, the waiter returns and slides a small copper cup in front of the well-armored individual, and then makes himself scarce.
So it was the well-armored individual who threw the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Don's gonna look to the man, size him up.
I don't know what all rolls this would be.
Maybe like a sense motive?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's go with sense motive.
Oh, I don't have that. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
let's-
do anything. I'm not here
let's
to.
see it.
Oh, fine, but I'm not here to like cause trouble. Trust me.
Maybe perception, since he doesn't have sense motive?
I'd like to sense motive.
Yeah, but you're not there.
I'm totally there.
Are
I'm
you
literally
like
watching.
standing behind Don as like the hype man?
No, but I'm watching from the table.
That's pretty good. This guy looks mostly human, though he has some orcish features. One of the things that stands out to you immediately is the armor he wears seems familiar, but is immediately made obvious whenever you start spotting the pentagonal whip insignia, indicating that he's an Order of the Scourge Hell Knight.
Don's gonna grin and nod to him and say, "Sorry about the trouble. Get a little heated when it comes to my minstrel friend. Next time, though, you could just ask."
It's the second time I asked. There won't be a third.
Oh, won't be a third, will there? Well, he's gonna kind of scratch his temple a little bit. Says, I'd really rather not cause trouble in here, you know? I'm over here admitting it was my mistake. You don't have to cop an attitude with me, my friend.
He chuckles and says, yeah, it's your mistake. The masked individual seems like he's got a mask on, but the noble individual seems a bit concerned about what's going on, but he's trying to seem intimidating, just in his body
Don's-
language.
Don's gonna wave to Sable and say, Sable, I'm gonna sit here for a while if that's okay. He's gonna pull up a chair next to the large armored individual and be like, Don Rabs, Pikesman. Offer his hand. Oh shit, I gotta find a name generator real quick.
Nah, Glenat Blackshaper.
He does not shake my hand, does he?
Oh yeah, he shakes your hand. And he introduces himself as an Order of the Scourge Hell Knight.
What's Scourge doing all the way out here? I thought you boys were out in the front lines. Though I guess you could ask the same question to me.
He says, your information's wrong, bud. Scourge is based out of Agorian. Not far off. More importantly, what's a Pikesman doing here? Thought you guys were,
Oh, we
Defi-
are absolutely on the front lines. He
Hmm.
thumbs over to Sable. Keeping an eye on a Thrune. Making sure she's safe.
says, mighty noble for a pikesman. Last I heard, you guys were definitely not hiding in some backwoods city.
Trust me, they're not hiding. They're taking the brunt of it, though. They could use some help. Last time I checked on them, they weren't looking too good.
He shrugs.
No, I haven't been a Hell Knight for too long, from what I gather. Most of the other orders don't really take too kindly to us.
We got different priorities.
Well, at the end of the day, our priority should be keeping Cheliac safe, right?
We'll keep order.
Safety brings order, doesn't it? Without safety, there's chaos. People panic, they freak out.
Order
Start
brings
making
safety.
problems. Difference of opinion, I guess. Difference of priorities.
He kind of squints at you. Gets a real close look.
I'm lawful as fuck. You can go ahead.
He immediately becomes a lot more friendly. Suddenly. He says, "Wait a minute. I know you." And he pulls just the smallest, teeniest, tiniest, like it's on like a little piece of thread, and it's probably the size of maybe a nickel. Holy symbol of Regathiel. He says,
Don.
"You guys made that shrine."
Don's gonna cough and look real awkward and look around at his present company. Yeah, we did.
He apologizes for his earlier rudeness and explains that he and Delta 36 are also babysitting. The noble seems insulted, but doesn't say anything.
Babysitting. Anyone of import?
The noble looks like he's about to explain his position in the government before
Don puts a hand up to him and just keeps looking at the
No,
skirt.
it's while you put a hand up, Glanat also interrupts and says no.
So it seems like they're just kind of wasting you on this guy then, huh? You could be doing a lot more things right now. What's he need babysitting from anyway? Assassins? The whole law of after him or something?
The noble seems like he doesn't want to talk about this part, but Glanat talks about this part and says no, he's under investigation for corruption.
Don lets out a whistle. Whew, you gotta mess up real hard to get corruption charges here.
Well, that's where our priorities lie in the Scourge. We're gonna make sure the bureaucracy stays bureaucratic.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, Don's gonna lean back and cross his legs and arms. What are you guys gonna do when the problem rears its ugly head here?
He seems like he knows what he's talking about, but he asks you to clarify anyway.
The problem over in Westground. The problem with the, and he puts up air quotes, Lord Mayor, his undead army, his undead dragon, and Well, I don't know if you've heard about the problems going on in other countries, but big old mists surrounding the lands, turning everything it touches into a damn zombie. What are your plans for that? Just to hold out as long as you can here, or
So
are you
ain't
gonna be
no
proactive about this?
mist I'm aware of, but bodies do get up nowadays. They tried to raise city morale about a week ago, hung some heretics. Now we can't unhang them because anybody gets close to them, they try to claw and bite at you. But
Well,
I don't know what
we
gate
ca-
you came through or how long ago it was, but you ain't getting out of the city on foot now.
well, we came over from Corvosa quite a bit ago, and that's where we saw the mist thing. That mist was spreading real fast. I figure before long it will be hitting Cheliax. I'm of the opinion that the first thing that we all need to take care of as a collective civilization is Holov. And after that, figure something out after, because this is a nationwide pandemic that's going on. It's about to be worldwide.
The name Holoff doesn't seem to ring a bell for him, as if he wasn't. You know it probably should, because the Scourge top priority was Holoff the last time you'd been with them. But it seems like, for whatever reason, he's not privy to this.
Hold up, this guy also seems a little different for a Scourge. How long you been in the Scourge?
So it's going on 6 years now.
And you haven't heard of Holov Iomdapir? Current Lord Mayor of West Crown?
Nope.
Oof. Sir, I don't mean no disrespect, but you might want to educate yourself on this situation, because it's going to be rearing its ugly head here soon. It'll be knocking on your doorstep before you know it. People need to be prepared. When you say that, the Pikesmen are hiding in some little washed out city, I don't think you understand the brunt of what's going on out there. Thousands and thousands of undead. Entire towns turned into nothing overnight.
He he looks over to the noble, looks over to you, and says, I don't think you understand. I don't know. Maybe you haven't tried to leave town in a while. And he kind of stands up, and the gate signifier stands up as well. And then the noble kind of looks down at his drink, still not quite finished, and Glanad says, "Get up, we're going for a walk." And the noble sadly pushes his unfinished drink away and stands up.
Sable stands up.
Yeah, he invites you guys to follow him.
This ought to be educational.
He leads you guys out of the establishment and all the way to the gates, and then from behind the portcullis of the gates, he basically uses his rank to allow you guys to scale the walls up the stairs, and then when you guys get up there, and you look out off the southern gate, south gate specifically, maybe a couple 100 feet away from the outside of the walls, it looks like it basically looks like Hingy did. It's just a sea of undead. To be fair, you can't see more than a couple 100 feet because of the constant haze that lingers. but from what you can see, it looks like it's going to be a similar situation here. He reiterates, "You're not leaving this town on foot. You don't have a boat or some other means of travel."
Don shakes his head. We didn't get here on foot. In fact, I didn't even know it was this bad outside of Igorian. To be honest, I didn't think it had come this far already.
So this is a more recent development in the last couple of days.
In that case, I certainly understand the need to maintain order inside the city. Things are getting freaky out there. Not much you can do
Sable
about it right now.
speaks up. She says that means Holov's on his way. Already. The siege is about to take place.
Don nods. In that case, Igorian might already be screwed. Don't mean no offense. I'm sure the Scourge can defend itself plenty well, but you have something coming that I don't think anyone's ever seen before.
He has a belly laugh about the idea that they could be overrun at all, and he kind of points out at the undead hordes, and he makes a point to point out that there's nothing physically stopping the undead from approaching, and he asks point blank why you think they haven't gotten any closer.
Two options on that one. Necromancers, or because their lord doesn't want them to yet.
The Order of the Gate actually pipes up as much as somebody from the Order of the Gate can pipe up, and says that undead are prohibited, non-personnel, not allowed within city limits.
Well, that's just a law of nature.
Why is that? What creates this barrier?
The gate kind of assesses you two. You can almost feel him scanning and picking at your brains. And he says plainly and a little slowly, defensive wards.
Could it possibly be a specific book?
He says classified.
I'm a Thrune.
He says
Scanner, it's true.
He says apologies. Classified.
Understood.
Access denied.
Denied. Gatesman.
But that already tells me more than enough.
I want to enter your library.
Don, Francis, we need to leave Igorian.
Shouldn't we be trying to help this situation?
We can help this situation by not acting on our plan.
Don nods. By your command. You're the boss, Sable.
Where's Zeta?
I'm right here.
Okay. You're not in
I've been
roll
watching
20.
This entire, I'm not.
No.
Oh,
I don't
'cause
think
I'm
they
having
like you
connection
very much.
issues.
So, what was I forgot? I was spaced
No,
out because Zeta was missing. What's
I've
happening?
been watching this whole conversation. All of us have actually.
Yeah, which
We
3D.
also watched
3D
the
screens.
situation with Francis and Don. We could not change the channel. It was unfortunate.
What does Zeta have to say to Sable canceling the plan?
No.
So,
I forget. Is Zeta here with us, or
No.
is she scrying on us?
she's
Okay.
scrying on you, and through Greater Scry, message always works, which she has as a cantrip.
And you can whisper back.
Mhm.
So, again, I'm Oracle.
So Zeta just goes, no.
Continue with the
A,
plan.
you don't
please.
know that. B, you don't know that. C, we're acting on an assumption here. And D, I can't bring you guys back.
What?
I'm out of teleports.
Oh no, that's gonna make this next part terrible. So, yep. So as you guys are sitting up there talking, you guys hear an extremely loud detonation, and you look up into the sky, off to the west, and you see a huge explosion in the sky. Followed by a hexagonal shimmer that kind of follows a shell shape over the city. And then there's a quiet moment before you hear the rumbling of the undead shambling forward with quite a bit of alacrity, and then Glenette furiously yelling down to the people who manage the portcullis to close the gates. And that's where we'll end it.
Olav's here.
Olaf's here. Man, it's almost like people should fucking listen to us.
No, why don't you have any teleports? You only have 2.
I don't have like a million teleports. We went and
Well,
got the
you only have
Monticellos,
2.
and then we teleported everybody to
No,
Gorian.
Monticellos were
going to-
yesterday. I
Well,
believe.
good to know that we're gonna die.
No, that was this morning.
Okay.
So,
They were supposed to, we were going to go to Agorian, and then they were going to find a tavern or an inn of some kind and set up a base camp, and then we were going to start investigating things
Francis.
because I needed to rest. But
What?
Olaf had other
Francis?
ideas.
I'm gonna need you to maybe make a deal.
Oh, okay. Now deals are okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don's not asking. I'm asking.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh no, I am in full support of your deals.
Alright. Oh my
Don't
God.
get
Don's
me wrong.
not.
Kill off
Yeah,
old
Don's not.
Stremo here.
I am. Oh boy, keep them coming, baby.